Miss Golestani. In this video, I am going to show you how to make a cute bird nest and some eggs for the birds that we made last week. So do you remember we made these paper rocking birds? We are going to make a bird nest, and then we can then put these birds on top of their eggs, and then put them somewhere on a shelf or somewhere in our room to decorate our room. So the artwork that we are working on today is called a sculpture. It's a three-dimensional type of work. It's different from drawing. It's not two-dimensional, it is 3D, and we are going to use Model Magic to make this bird nest. We are also going to use some scrap pieces of colored papers to add some embellishment, which means decoration, to our nest, and then we can decorate our eggs using black Sharpie or colored markers. Let's get started. For this project, these are the art supplies that we need. We need a pack of Model Magic, it doesn't matter which color. We need a pen or regular Sharpie. We need a pair of scissors. We need different scrap colored papers. And we need our creative hats. To get us started, I am going to open the pack first. I would say consider more than a half of your clay piece for your nest, and then less than a half for your eggs. I may need to add some more for my nest. Maybe some more. Okay. After you cut out your piece, you are going to make a pinch pot out of your clay. Pinch pot is a technique that artists, sculptors use to make something more like a bowl shape. So I'm gonna first use two palms of my hands and I'm gonna form this clay piece. I'm gonna use my fingers to soften the clay. I spent some time to do this, and then the temperature of my hand also will help the clay to get softer. That's what I'm doing right now. Squish the clay a little bit, and then after that I'm gonna start using the palm of my hands and making a sphere form, three-dimensional sphere form. Then I can play around, make it more like a sphere using all my fingers. The next step would be to use your thumb and then push right in the middle of this sphere. Okay, so I use my thumb, I push down all the way. I didn't go all the way down. I don't want it to be too thin, my clay. And then after putting my thumb down this way, I am going to make a plus sign. So I'm gonna use my thumb on the other side like this. I have something more like a plus now. Then I am going to carefully pick up my clay piece from the placemat, and then I will start using all my fingers to form these edges. So to make your bird nest look nice, you have to think about making something like a chocolate chip cookie, that thick. The thickness of this bird nest needs to be the same as a chocolate chip cookie. Don't make it too thin. Don't make it like a pancake. Pancake is too thin. I'm not gonna make it too thin. So while I'm going all around, while I'm rotating this clay piece in my hand, making my pinch pot, I am careful not to make it too thin and not to squeeze some areas a lot, okay? So the pinch pot means that I pinched over my clay, right, to make this pot shape. Now that I'm done, I don't want it to be like a chocolate chip cookie, really. The thickness should be like that. I want it to be like a bird nest. This is why I am just forming these edges and trying to bring them up, making something more like a bowl shape, right? So round them, bring them up, rotate this clay piece in your hands. I think this is good right now. Okay. The next part would be to make your eggs, and it depends on the type of bird that you want to have. It's an imaginary bird. You can make, for example, 2 big eggs, 1 very big egg, or small eggs like hummingbirds. We know that they lay very small, cute little eggs. So I am making 4, and it's the same way to start making your eggs, by using the palm of your hands to make a round sphere, and then from there you're gonna use your fingers. So 2 fingers are making one side of your egg pointier, because that's how it is, and the other side is more round, less pointy. And then check that, put it aside. Don't put it on your nest yet, because it's still fresh and they're gonna stick together. Okay, I'm gonna make 3 more. Okay, now that I'm done with my eggs up to here, I am going to start decorating my nest, thinking about different type of things that birds usually bring to their nest, or twigs, pieces of wool, many weird things. You watched the video that I shared with you about different types of bird nests. And I am using some different types of colors. It doesn't have to be realistic. So I'm cutting out some skinny rectangles, and then I'm gonna switch to another color. I want the colors to have a nice contrast with my nest, so I'm not using, for example, red paper for red nest. Green is a good color, yellow is a good color. If you want it to look a little bit more realistic, you can cut out some light or dark brown papers. If you want to add these embellishments or decorations, you also can use some glue. You can use white glue. If you have it at home, you can try using glue stick. I have this white glue that I'm gonna use. Not yet. Okay, I'm gonna make some more pieces. I'm using these. And then some yellow. So right now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put some drops of white glue, not too much, very small. And then I'm gonna start spreading these small pieces of colored papers. also can use glue stick, but if you want to use glue stick, you cannot put the glue on your nest. You have to put it on each and every pieces of your scrap papers, which is a little bit harder, but it's possible. Okay, and then so I am going to leave this to dry. I'm gonna put it actually on this wrapping paper that I had. I'm gonna put it aside to dry. And now what I can do, I can start decorating or adding embellishment to my eggs if I want to. It's optional, you don't have to, and it's better to wait for the clay to dry completely and then start decorating it. But right now my clay is not dry. I am still going to show you how to do it. You can start by putting some patterns on your eggs. You can make them different. You don't have to have same pattern on all your eggs, or you can. It's up to you. I'm gonna use a bigger size Sharpie for this other one. If your clay is white or yellow, you can try colored markers too. Spiral line on this one. Put some zigzag lines on this one to show that this egg is cracking, is about to hatch. When all the eggs are dry, your nest is dry, then you can put everything together. You can glue down your eggs onto your nest, or just put them inside your nest like this. Ta-da! And your sculpture is ready to go. Now you can add some charm to it by putting your bird onto your nest if you want to, and it's optional like this. I hope that you try making this sculpture, and I hope that you guys have fun. Bye.